Welcome to another edition of Brian's Big Idea. I am Brian Boland, and I'm the aggressive growth stock strategist here at Zacks. And my big idea is really buy and hold. But what do you buy and hold? What do you think that you can buy and hold for the long term? So I'll take a look at three big kind of tech stocks, tech related things, then talk about one of our wonderful services here at Zacks. All right, so let's get right to it here. We got our first one. It's Tesla. Longtime subscribers and viewers here of the Zacks channel know that I'm a big fan of Tesla. I have a Tesla Model X. I love it. It's TSLA. If you haven't heard about it, they have a CEO you might have heard about. His name is Elon Musk. Does pretty good. He's got an F for value for the style score, D for growth. But it's one of these big names that has a lot of things going on. They got the Cybertruck that is, coming out. That's going to be, you're seeing a few of those pop up on the street. You're going to be seeing hundreds of thousands more in the coming quarters as they ramp up production. Also, this robo-taxi idea, possibly propelling growth another 2 years out. Do you get ahead of that now? Do you not? It's a good question. I don't have the answer to it, but it is a stock that you would want to consider buying and holding. Now, obviously, after this most recent earnings event here, you can see the stock is really catapulted higher, and that also is part of the election. I'd say that was the election right there. So that also helped. We know that he's threw his support behind a particular candidate. But as we look at the stock, 1.1 trillion, that is a big time market cap. So there's a lot going on with Tesla, but is this the type of stock? If you take a look at the 1 year price chart here. So just at about 2014 and 24 here, we see we had to sustain a downtrend before we returned and made highs. So, if you held for the long term, that stock worked out pretty well. All right, let's take a look at another one in tech related, I guess. Fortinet. FTNT is the ticker. It's a Zacks rank number 1. That's a strong buy. It's a B for growth, F for value. And that would almost get it. That wouldn't get it onto my aggressive growth radar screen, but we're not doing aggressive growth plays. All right. So they're going to call this internet software, but we know this is software security. And if you know anything about software security, which I barely do, but I know a little, just enough to be dangerous, I know that it's very important. Hacking is still a big deal. You probably haven't heard a lot of big hacking stories in a while, but the hackers are always trying. $73 billion market cap. Where's our forward PE? You're paying a lot for this, 43 times. But you're growing, and there is an essential need for this. So let's take a look at this. Would have been a buy and hold. Whoa, I don't want to put the pin there. This would have been a buy and hold stock for the year. Well, I think you would have done very well. Because right about here, we had some ups. So we come down into this and then a big beat, and then it's been off to the races. So we've doubled. We have doubled. This has been a 100% winner. I'm going to guesstimate on that because it was right around $50. My eyes, okay, it's a little bit under. Maybe it was $60 at the beginning of the year, if I'm counting this spot as the beginning of the year. But it's done fairly well. And this is a stock that you can buy and hold for a long time because you're pretty sure that there's always going to be a need for software security. And here you can withstand the dips with this sort of name. All right, let's do one more. And it's Vertiv. Vertiv is the name. VRT is the ticker. It's a Zacks rank number 1. Strong buy. Again, a B with growth and F with value. IT services. This is the data center play for all those big time AI needs, and there's a lot of them. The AI has been a big story throughout this year. We call it the thing that kind of saved the market from tech implosion. Again, as we had in 2022, the tech record that year. You're looking at 47 billion on market cap and trading at 47 times forward earnings. So let's see, is this the type of stock that you would want to? Oh, yeah. Look at that. Okay, so we're going to go from right about here, and I'm going to call that the $50 level. And this stock whoa, I love it. I love to see it. Love to see it. Doing well. Almost triple. So 200% return there on Vertiv. But is there a chance that this is the type of thing that just continues moving up? Or is there something else? Well, coming up at the very start of next year, January 2nd to be specific, our great service here is Zacks Top 10 stocks. And you can see right there, Zacks, top 10 stocks. I'm going to put an arrow towards it right there. Boy, my drawing skills are terrible. But Zacks' top 10 stocks is run by Shiraz Mian. And here he is. Shiraz, there's his picture. And it's coming up, see, on January 2nd at around 11 a.m. And that's when he's going to post all his new stocks. Well, let's take a look at his track record. And I'm going to tell you what, this is great. Not only does he get a little diversification in here, because, I'd be a little bit more tech focused, but Shiraz is definitely playing the idea of, you don't want to be overly focused in one industry. But look at some of these gains. 208% on Sprouts Farmers Market, Axon 156%, Fresh Pet Store doing good 80%. And this stock was added in the middle of the year, and I think that was probably because of a buyout in one of the other ones. So 57% in just half a year. Goldman Sachs did great at 56%. Eaton Corporation. At 56, boy, you're having some good numbers. And, when you point out that there's one loser, you got to be pretty proud of that. One loser out of 10, and that loss is pretty darn small. And, Elf Beauty, maybe this is the year that everyone returns to the office and buys more cosmetics. So maybe as Shiraz was off on this by 1 year. But if you look at this return, this is a great portfolio. You did very well in 2024 if you bought and held all the stocks in top 10 stocks, which, again, it's going to be coming out again January 1st, 2025 at around 11 a.m. Eastern. I am pretty sure that Shiraz has got a number of his stocks already selected, and I look forward to great things from this portfolio again in the coming year. All right, that's it for me this week. Be sure to join me next week when I take a look at 3 more interesting stocks with another big idea. But until then, why don't you go to Zacks.com/promo to check out all of our latest promotions.